I just got my M64 in, and since my review is basically going to be me comparing it directly to this, I should probably update it. About a week, maybe 2 weeks ago, they Analog added a lot more stuff. Actually, I think I've missed a couple of updates. There are now save states, and what else do we have? Oh, yeah, internal resolution upscaling, which I feel like is slightly misleading. It just like I'm probably very oversimplifying this, but I think it just doubles the horizontal resolution, not even the vertical resolution. So I don't know. To me, internal resolution upscaling means like everything is being like upscaled and like you can make it look way better than an N64 ever could. I mean, we're already kind of there with this, so I don't know. I think it makes it sound like it's going to do a lot more than it actually does, but I still want to update it because, I think it's most fair to have this in its current form versus the N64 in its current form for the review. And plus, I would like save states. It's a huge thing for me. But first, I do want to see what firmware I'm actually on here. And I should be able to just, automatically connect with this controller. Awesome. I'm just now realizing my capture card isn't plugged in. So let's see. We've got, I don't even remember how to get into the menu. Is it LR select? No, L. Does the home button do anything? Oh, the home button does it. That's nice to know. But I'm also quite certain that there is a button combination for regular N64 controllers. I just don't know about it at the moment. We are on, does it not tell us? Quick cartridge for a second. There we go. Okay, here we go. I'm on version 1.2.6. We are about to update to 1.5. Nice. Unfortunately, we still cannot do anything with Wi-Fi, and time and date is slightly off. We're about 6 minutes, 7 minutes off. This is going great. We're gonna power this off. We'll remove this SD card, and we will go plug it into the computer. Here we can go to Analogue's website in the support tab, and then we can look at all the previous firmwares. This is where I was. There have been 3 updates now since the last time I updated. But save states were added in one of these. I think it was this one. They're called memories. We'll look into that in a second. But also the internal graphical upscaling enhances detail while remaining faithful to the original hardware rendering process. Okay. So now like reading the actual like description of it, I'm like, okay, that's not as it doesn't sound as intense as the name would state, but still I just felt like I was a little misled. I have looked up a couple of videos on what the internal resolution upscaling looks like, so it won't be a complete surprise to me. But yeah, apparently it's not going to impact the timing, authenticity, or the performance, which is good. Resolution is doubled horizontally for twice as many pixels on screen without affecting 2D graphics. I just don't understand why can't it be double horizontal and vertical? If anybody knows more about this stuff than I do, please leave in the comments down below. I genuinely want to know. I'm not trying to be a hater here. I want to know. I want to learn more because this stuff doesn't make any sense to me. There's more stuff for quick loading memories. We can just make it so you can automatically load into your latest save state, which is nice. And apparently there's some fixes with some controller stuff, but it doesn't look like anything that is going to affect me in my NSO N64 controller. Cool. Unfortunately, we still have to manually download these updates. Not that big of a deal. I mean, it's just like, okay, delete that. Yes. Then we can drag and drop the new bin to the root. Cool. 21.2 megabytes of updating. Wow. Take that out, slap it back in here with their weird size SD card. Turn it back on, and we are now updating. And this feels like a pretty substantial update, but it is only 21 megabytes, as I said. And I'm just taking a peek at the clock here. Just want to see how long this takes to update this one. I don't want to spoil my review of the M64 because I've barely spent any time with it, but I have been taking notes. And something that I noticed in the first impressions video that I've already recorded is the update took forever on the M64. I did do it over Wi-Fi, which that the convenience of that was awesome. Not having to get to the computer and do all of that. Like that was nice. Because I know it may sound weird, but not everybody does have like an actual computer. And a lot of computers nowadays don't have an SD card slot. So yeah, it's nice to just be able to update over Wi-Fi like Analog's been claiming this will eventually do since launch, since before launch. And the hardware's in here. It literally says Wi-Fi on the side of the console, but we're still not there yet, apparently. I'm sure it'll come soon now that the M64 is released and reviews are starting to roll out for it. Analog's going to be like, we'll make it happen now that our competitors already got that at launch. We're full bars on it. Looks like we're going to reset. And that did take, wait for it, about 2 minutes on the dot to update. I don't know how big the M64 update was, but that took several minutes. I want to say it was about 10 minutes. I have not actually counted it yet. Is it really that big of a deal at the end of the day? No. But if you're wanting to like get started playing and you're like, oh, there's an update, I should probably update, you're going to be delayed. You could be delayed by as much as like 15 minutes. And that's a bummer, especially when they're touting that you can get into a game within like 10 seconds. You turn on the M64 and boom, it's there. Anyways, this is a video about the Analog 3D. Also, as of recording, this does not work without the Blue Retro adapter on the M64, which this didn't either. So I hope that is fixed soon, but I'm really disappointed by that. Anyways, we can go to, oh, I gotta turn on the controller. Oh yeah, there's there's the gallery. You can take screenshots on here now. What do you freaking do? Okay, we are up to 1.5. Nice. Okay, that's nice. We can go straight into a recent memory. We can go into the cartridge, or we can go into the library. I think for me, I'm still just gonna go with the library, but cool. Well, enable quick load. I'm assuming that's for the memories, but yeah. What is the hotkey? Oh, there's a lot of hotkeys in here. Okay, Z start and up on C is to do a save state, and to load a save state, it's Z start and down. Good to know. In-game menu is just C and start. I thought I did that, but I guess I didn't. It's also nice that you can just quickly go through the display modes on here. Okay, let's go into Kirby. Let's look here at horizontal upscaling. Look at the text anywhere on screen in the Kirby text, like the 52%. Bam. Okay, honestly, I don't see a difference in this. All I notice is that it's like scrunches in slightly. I genuinely don't notice a difference. Okay, maybe this isn't the game for it, but it really doesn't look any better. Maybe here, looking down in the corner where that little like gold planet thing is, the rings of it like looks crisper, but also like the softer version kind of looks better in this instance. But anything else, I'm not really seeing a difference with. I was watching a video where someone did this with like Conker's Bad Fur Day, and there was text on something that looked a lot crisper. Like it was so much more readable with this setting on, but I really don't notice a difference here. Okay. If you look in like the bottom left corner, the stars, they're a little bit more pronounced with this on, but I don't know. The moon on the left side looks a little bit crisper, but I don't know if it looks any better. None of the text looks any better. I don't know. It almost looks worse to me because it's got harsher edges. I don't know. Maybe we need to try a different game. One other thing I want to try is trying my flash card again, my cheap knockoff flash card, because the M64 supports it and this console never did. So I'm going to turn this off. I'll be right back. I also grabbed 3 of arguably the biggest titles on this console in case this doesn't work, which I just kind of assume it's still not going to work. Try it again. Nothing. Doesn't even show up as unknown cartridge anymore. But if I plug in Super Mario 64, it's going to recognize that, and plugging it back in doesn't even come up with unknown cartridge. That is weird. All right, Whatever. Let's see if there's a difference with the scaling on Mario 64. Did I have scan lines on for this? I think I did. Okay, let's yeah, PVM on this. Maybe because I have the sharpness up. I don't know. I really don't see a difference in this menu at least. Okay, actually a little bit. If you look at like the Mario faces for the saves, they do look a little bit cleaner. You can see a little bit more detail with Mario, but I don't know if that really is like I don't know. I get, but you can also look at, I'll call them gems at the bottom there, the colorful boxes at the bottom. If you look at like the corners where they have the lines to make it look more three-dimensional, they are cleaner here than with it off. Like that green one is weird looking in the top left corner, but it looks a lot cleaner with it on. Is that game breaking or game fixing, I guess? No, but we can dive into one of the saves here. You still have some like weird floating hair with the top of Mario's head. So if we turn this off, I don't know if that really fixes it or not. See, I almost feel like it makes it too crisp for some things. Like Mario just looks a lot more blocky with this on versus it off. I don't know. I guess the 6-1, right? It's like it makes some things look better, but some things look worse, in my opinion. I wonder if I did put on like, okay, maybe we take the the very soft image, kind of looks gross, but then it's also like it makes it look, it kind of makes it look better, but it kind of makes it look worse. It might just be the fact that I have it on sharp, you know? I'm gonna put it on soft for a second. I think it looks a little better when you have like the soft for the sharpness and then you add the horizontal upscaling. But I don't know, man. It almost doesn't seem very necessary. I don't know if there's anything about it that makes me think like, yeah, I'm so glad they added this feature. At first I was like, this is sick that they added this, but then it's like, I'm not really seeing the results that I was thinking I would see. So we'll put in a little Ocarina, see if we can see anything there. I think this will do good for small background text, maybe even like dialogue in text boxes. But I just don't think it's going to be the most amazing thing that like this will make everybody want the analog 3D over the M64. I don't think so. I think you can almost get a better effect by changing the display mode to something else. Like honestly, the BVM looks great. The BVM, the PVM, because like that looks, the scan lines and the different filters makes the letters look so much better than the clean look. And I'm typically a clean look kind of guy, but the sharper you go, the worse it looks. So I'll go with medium here, and then we'll go to, it should just be on progressive output, but we'll change between these. It looks better on the clean look. Okay. A lot of the letters look better. But again, it's like, I feel like maybe this would be a worthy addition if you also upscaled the vertical lines. It's just the horizontal lines here, not the vertical lines. It doesn't make sense to me why you would just do the horizontal versus also the vertical. Maybe it's something to do with like interlaced stuff, because most of these games were, if not everything was interlaced on this console. So I think maybe that's what it is. But either way, the text isn't the most legible. But okay, let's go back to like, I think it just looks better when you have it on a PVM or a BVM. Like any of the non-clean ones, I think it looks great. But it's like, is it really making a difference if we have it on the PVM filter and then we go to the horizontal upscaling, turn that off? I don't know if I'm really seeing a difference in this area right here. I don't know. Tell me why I'm wrong in the comments, I guess. Right now, I think it's a little bit more of just here's a big thing to put out right before the M64 launches to get everybody excited and say, oh, well, the M64 doesn't have this. I don't know. Do I really care either way? No. I'm just glad, if anything, that there's real competition between the Analog 3D and the M64, because I think that's going to make it so we eventually get better products out of both of them. Because I think without the M64, we probably still wouldn't have save states on the Analog 3D. Because if their other products are anything to go by, Analog just doesn't really seem to care about their customers or supporting this that well after the fact. And I feel like they've supported this much more than even the Analog Pocket, because they have a direct competitor in the space. And it actually seems like they're trying to keep these in stock because you can actually still buy one today, which is absurd for Analog. So, yeah, I don't really know what the consensus is for this video other than there's a new feature and it's here, but does it really make a difference? Not to me. I thought it was going to make all the difference. It does not. So, yeah, let me know why I'm wrong in the comments and subscribe so you can watch my M64 videos when they come out within a week of you seeing this, hopefully. Bye.